All right, guys. So welcome back. Welcome to Cybersecurity with Ravi Malhotra series. This is Checkpoint NGX R80.40 CCSA course, and now we are going to discuss lecture number 18, and this is the real lab number 9. I have mentioned I have tagged this lab to be like a bonus lab because I really have done a lot of homework um, to showcase you this lab on the VMware environment, right? And I just want to start my inning, like with your subscription request. I really want to request to all of you just to please subscribe my channel, please like this video, please leave some comments so that I can improve further. Please forward it to your friends so that they can also learn. So in this lab, right, we are going to absolutely learn the entire concept of anti-spoofing. This is going to be a real lab, right? And all the virtual machines will be utilized over here, and we will be able to see the logs on the SmartView tracker as well as on the CLI using the FWCTLZ debug drop logs. Okay, so let us start now. Anti-spoofing is just because we have reached to lecture number 18. Those who are just watching this video just as a surprise, I would request them just to complete the prerequisite section. The prerequisite talks about, the videos that are must to watch. Please watch these videos from video number 3. It will tell you everything how to download R80.40 ISO image so that you can create virtual machines. Then you need to understand three-tier architecture. Then you need to understand different deployment modes available. Then you need to understand GAiA operating system. Then you will do the networking on the VMware. You will learn that standalone installation, GAiA basic setup with WebUI, GAiA basic setup with CLI. How can you connect to the internet using checkpoint firewall virtual machine? Then you will do the distributed mode of installation live. Everything is on VMware, guys. I'm not using any appliance. Then you will understand the SIG concepts, ICA and ICA management tool. You will configure ICA management tool. This is also a bonus lab, right? You will find less resources on that. And then the last video was that how to establish and re-establish SIG, and video number 17 is about the anti-spoofing concepts. Okay, this is the real lab. So understanding anti-spoofing scenario and diagram. So let us just try to digest the whole setup that I have created. I have created one smart center server with two NIC cards, ETH0, ETH1. ETH0 of my smart center server is connected with VNet0 VLAN, IP address 192.168.200.50. Okay, ETH1 ETH0 ETH1 of my smart center server is connected with VNet2. It was VNet0, this is VNet2. This is connected with 192.168.70.50. This is done, right? Another virtual machine I have is my security gateway. It has 4 NIC cards, ETH0, 1, 2, 3. ETH0 is connected with VNet0. ETH1 is connected with VNet1. ETH2 is connected with VNet2. ETH3 is connected with VNet3. These are the IP addresses. VNet0 is 200.100. VNet1 is 137.100. VNet2 is 70.100. And VNet3 is 80.100. Default gateway of smart center server is pointing towards the gateway. I mean the firewall 70.100. See here, that's the 70.100 IP address on my gateway. The default gateway set on the gateway is my external router, which is 192.168.137.1. This is my broadband connectivity, guys, Airtel. And then I have another Windows server as a test virtual machine. This virtual machine has only one NIC card. and this NIC card is connected to basically VNet 2 that's mentioned over here. Its IP address is 70.5, and I have given additional IP address on the same NIC card to be 71.5. That's simple. You can do that, right? That's not a big deal. And then the default gateway of my Windows server is set to be the firewall. It's 70.100. So that this machine, everything it does, go to the internet, the traffic will be routed via firewall only. Now, once this is done, so then you should be able to ping 137.1 and 4.2.2 from the security gateway virtual machine. Let us do that. Let me go back to my gateway virtual machine. Let me log in, guys. Oh, okay. Ping 192.168.137.1. It is pingable. Ping 4.2.2.2. It is pingable. Okay. Let me do the trace route. So just to show you that it is exactly going to the internet, right? So you will be able to see that it first gone through 137.1 as my gateway, and then it has gone through all these public miles to reach to the 4.2.2.2, right? So that means my gateway virtual machine is connected to the internet, and I have 4 NIC cards in this virtual machine. Let me show you that. ETH012 that. Let me really quick show you my all IP addresses on my all NIC card. Show interface ETH0 IPv4 address is 200.100, and then ETH1 is 137.100, ETH2 is 70.100, and then ETH3 is 80.100. Okay, let me show you the default route on my gateway. It is 137.1. So this is something, guys, we have validated this. Yes, this information is correct as per I have mentioned. Let me now take you to the Smart Center server. That's my Smart Center server. I will log in, guys. It's admin. Password is मुझे प्यार हुआ. All right, so let me show you show interfaces. I see that it has 2 interfaces. Let me go back. It has 2 NIC cards. That's right, ETH0, ETH1. Let me show you the IP address. Show interface ETH0 IPv4 address. It is 200.50, and then ETH1 is 70.50, and then show route. Show route, I see that it is pointing towards 70.100 as a default gateway. So 2 NIC cards, 200.50, 70.50, 70.100 as a gateway. That is correct. Let me take you to the Windows server now. That's my Windows server, guys. Let me show you how I did that. So there is 1 NIC card. So see that this NIC card is part of my this LAN. Okay, and here you see that 192.168.70.5. So let me rather show you from here. That will be easy for you. So IP address is 192.168.70.5. The gateway is 70.100. The moment you click on advanced, here you can add. So I have added 192.168.71.5 as well. Okay. So let me also check that. Yes, that is correct. On Windows Server, One NIC card, 70.50. Configure additional IP address on same machine in different subnet 71.5. Done. Default gateway of this virtual machine is 71.100. Let me also show you one more thing. So you should be able to ping 192.168.137.1 and 4.2.2 from the security gateway. Done. SIG should be established between security management server and security gateway virtual machine. Let us check that. Let me go back here. That's my dashboard, guys. That's my gateway object. I'll go over here and I'll go to communication. I'll go to test SIG status. It says communicating. That's fine. So my SIG is established. I'll go back here. Yeah, it is established. Done. Assume that one rule in security policy is created with source, any destination, any service, any action, all allowed track log. Let us see that. So let me close this. Let me go to policy. And yes, guys, there is one rule. Everything is allowed. Everything is allowed, right? Remember the concept that anti-spoofing check is performed before the firewall policy rule as well as the NAT rule. Remember that rule, guys. SIG should be established. That's done. Assume that yes, that is done. Let us check that now. Topology on ETH2 of gateway object in smart dashboard is set to defined by the interface IP and net mask. So let us again go to gateway and servers. Let me go back to the gateway and network management. So see that only ETH1 is showing as external. The rest all interfaces are showing as this network. Let me go back to ETH2 and then I'll click on modify button. Here I see that yes, this is network defined by the interface IP and net mask. That means it only understands the network which is connected to its interface. So topology on ETH2 is defined, so that's true. Now try to ping 4.2.2 from Windows Server virtual machine with a source IP of 70.5, see result and see logs on. Uh, just one thing, the anti-spoofing is processed before the security rule, and then the security rule is considered. If it is not considered, if it is not allowed in the security rule, this is not going to work, right? So security rule is necessary, and then um, you know, and then the topology. So the topology says that defined by the interface IP and net mask. That means 70.0/24 network is part of the interface. Security policy is allowed. So that means I should be able to ping to the internet from this machine. So that's my Windows server. I'm doing the IP config. It shows that it is 70.5 and 71.5. I'll ping 4.2.2.2 slash capital S 192.168.70.5-T. All right, wonderful guys, it is working. I'm able to ping to 192. I'm able to ping to the 4.2.2 if I'm using 70.5 as my source IP address. Okay, let us see logs on the firewall now. Let me close that. Let me close that. Close that. Let me go to logs and monitor. Let me refresh it. So I see that 70.5 is trying to ping to 4.2.2. This connectivity is allowed, right? Okay, so it is allowed. It is yeah, so that's the netting. So it is aligned to 4.2.2. It is accepted, and this is by the policy named standard. Okay, this is working, right? So let me go back to the slide. Yes, smiley, it is working. Now try to ping 4.2.2.2 from Windows Server virtual machine with a source IP of 192.168.71.5, guys. And I want you to think what will happen. Let's take a break of 10 seconds. Think what will happen, then I'll give the command. So this ping will not work. The reason being is that because the topology is set to IP address and net mask defined by the interface. Interface IP address is 70.100. So that means it only understands 70.0/24 network. It does not understand 71.5/24. So see that I'm not able to ping now. It is not working. Now I want you to think that the security policy is allowed. Security policy says that every source is allowed to connect to every destination. Then why this ping is not working? The reason this ping is not working is very simple. It's just because anti-spoofing is a top in the precedence than the security policy and the NAT. And due to anti-spoofing, this packet is denied. I'm going to show you that live now. So I'm going to take you over to my tracker. I will refresh my tracker, and here you see the source is 192.168.70.1, sorry, 71.5. Destination is 4.2.2. Let me double click it. It says that this is dropped from 71.5 to the 4.2.2.2, and the reason is address spoofing. Okay, same information you can also watch from the CLI tool. Let me show you that, how to do that. I'll go here. So I'll have to go to the expert mode, guys. So we have given the command. I'm just trying to capture the drops happening on 4.2.2.2, and it actually shows you pretty well. It says that handle no match, packet dropped, spoofed address. Connection circuit is 192.168.71.5 to 4.2.2.2. Okay, so that's the reason it got dropped. Okay, so let me go back to the slide. Now try to ping 4.2.2 with a source IP 71.5, see result and see logs. It is not working, right? That's good. So this is the problem of anti-spoofing, right? That's what I wanted you to see and to digest. That's the reason. Now we will configure anti-spoofing to make it work, right? So on the basis of this is how it looks like. There's a core switch. It has two networks, two virtual machines, 71.5, 70.5. The gateway is 70.100. That is 70.100. That's the firewall. And the firewall have a gateway towards 137.1. This is 137.100. ETH2 is 70.0 only. 71. We will add. So in order to make this work, we will have to add a static route. So let me take you to the next slide. So the scenario is we have understood with an IP address 71.5 trying to ping 4.2.2.2 via checkpoint gateway using ETH2 of checkpoint gateway. Security rule is wide open to allow anything in and out, but still gateway will drop the packet due to anti-spoofing. We have understood the concept. Checkpoint gateway ETH2 topology table only recognizes subnet 192.168.70.0 because it is set to interface IP and netmask. Check all the drops using the CLI in the SmartView tracker. So we have done this command. Yes, this can also be done. And on the SmartView tracker, see logs either for destination 4.2.2.2 and source 71.5. And we have seen that these packets are getting dropped. Okay, it's 71.5 going to 4.2.2 is actually getting dropped. Okay, now let me take you to the solution now. How to fix this solution? There are two ways we can fix the solution. One solution is that configuring anti-spoofing network defined by route. That's the first thing that we can do. Okay. So in this case, what will happen? We will fix this problem by selecting the option network defined by route in the topology section of ETH2 interface. That's the first thing we'll do. And along with that, we will have to add the routing entry. So we will make SSH connection to the gateway. We will give this command set static dash route, next hop, gateway, logical ETH2 on, save config. We will check the route if it is added. Open the gateway in the dashboard, go to networking ETH2, select network defined by route and click OK. Save and install policy. So let me just show you that. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to log into the gateway and I'm going to add a route. Okay. So route is going to be set static dash route. Sorry, set static. So 192.168.71.0/24. Next hop, gateway, logical ETH2 on. Done. Route is added. Just do the save config. That's the first thing. Next thing is that we'll go to the dashboard. We'll go to gateway and servers. We'll go to the gateway properties. We'll go to network management. We'll go to ETH2 interface. We'll go to modify. Here we'll select network defined by routes. We'll click on OK, 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 and we'll install the policy. Okay. It will take few moments. Let that policy be installed. Okay. And once the policy is installed, guys, then we will try to ping 4.2.2.2 with 71.5 as a source IP address. Okay. So let us wait maybe for a few more seconds and then we'll try. All right, the policy is installed. Policy is installed successfully. Let me take you to my VMware virtual machine. All right, it has started working. Let me stop and let me do that again. Ping 4.2.2.2/s71.5 as a source, and this is working. Now, as it is working, so it is not being dropped by anti-spoofing. So this is how we make it work. So the one option is that you can choose network defined by route option into the gateway property like this. Network management, ETH2, modify this option, right? Okay, this is what we have done. All right, very good. Now, so yes, 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 everything is working, guys. Everything is working. We got 100 out of 100 marks. Very good. Now, it should be pingable. Yes. Let me move to the next slide, guys. So, other option to configure anti-spoofing is by choosing the option specific. I give you one scenario. Assume that there are so many hundred routes already being added to the ETH2 NIC cards. Assume that it's very complicated network. There are many routes being learned and many routes being advertised. There are so many routes on ETH2. So that means all these routes, if you configure the option by routing, what will happen? All the networks will be part of anti-spoofing policy. Okay. No, I don't want that. Even I don't care about the routes. Route has to be there. If there is no route, connectivity will not happen. So route has to be there. But then even on top of that, I want to make one another decision factor that I want to pick specific subnets only from those routes available, right? So that's the option specific that will do. So you can also configure topology of ETH2 interface of gateway using specific option when you want to restrict it, and not all routes added subnet should be part of anti-spoofing policy. For that, you have to do same thing, make SSH connection to the gateway. You have to ensure that the route is there. It's a mandatory, guys. Without the route, the IP based connectivity will not happen. So this is mandatory. Then check route on the gateway. And now what we need to do, in order to choose the specific option, we need to create subnet objects. We need to create subnet group objects. We need to add those subnets into the subnet group object, and then we need to call that into the policy, into that anti-spoofing property. So create a network object for 70.0 as well as 71.0. That's the first task I will do. Create a network group object. Remember that group object, and add both subnets created above in the group. That's the second task I'll do. Name this group something like anti-spoof ETH2. That's the third thing I'll do. Open the gateway object in the dashboard, go to network management ETH2 interface, select specific option, and select the network group object that you created above. That's the fourth task I'll do. Okay, so let me do that now. Let me go back over here. In the meanwhile, let me stop the ping. Okay, let me stop the ping now. I'm going to choose the specific. Okay, but before I choose specific, right, let me create objects as well as groups. So I'll go to new, I'll go to network. So I'm going to name it as, network LAN 192.168.70.0 slash 24. 192.168.70.0 255 255 2550. Very good. 70.0. Fine. The following errors have been found. More than one network has the same exit. Do you want to wish this? Yes. 70.0. Yes. Fine. Next, I'll again do new network. Network. Okay. Network LAN 192.168.71.0 slash 24. So it is 192.168.71.0 255 255 255.0. So two network objects are created. Just double click on networks. So in the networks I have netlan 370 and then 71, net dash lan dash 70 and 71. Now let us create a group object, network group. So I'll click on new network group. I'll name it something like group LAN subnets. Okay, click on the plus icon and netlan 70, netlan 71. So make sure that both the subnets are part of this group hyphen LAN hyphen group hyphen LAN hyphen subnets, and then click OK. So once this is created, once the objects and once the group is created, I'll go to the gateway object. I'll go to network management. I'll go to ETH2. I'll go to modify. I will go to specific. I will click on over here and I will be able to choose that, what the group I created. Group LAN subnets. As I said that, make it something like, anti-spoof that. So yes, As a best practice, name it something like anti-spoof-eth2, and then click on OK, and then click on OK, click on OK, install the policy. Publish failed due to session validation errors. Resolve the errors. What errors? Name uniqueness. Okay, so it has a problem. Net LAN. mm, Let me make it something net. Yeah, let me make it something W. All right, so let me just check things again. So let me go to the gateway. Let me go to network management. Let me go to ETH2. Let me go to modify. So this is specific group LAN subnets. It has one network as W, other is 71. Let us click on view. And in the view, we will be able to see that one network is 70.0, other network is 71.0. Close. That's fine. Cancel, 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 and install the policy. While it may take a couple of seconds to install a policy, let us ensure that the route is present for 71.0 network. So we'll go to the gateway virtual machine, and okay, we'll log in. Password is मैंने प्यार किया, and show route. So yes, I do have a route for 71.0, so that means I should be able to ping 71.5 from here. I can ping that, but that's not the testing. The testing is otherwise. I think the policy has been installed. The policy has been installed. That's right. Okay. So that means now I should be able to ping the same 4.2.2.2 from my Windows Server machine. Let me try. It is working. Very good. So, uh, awesome, guys. So lab has been successful without any delay, without any failure, in everything all in one shot. Okay. So let me just do the recap. So we understood the concept of spoofing. We understood why we need to configure anti-spoofing, and we understood the different example. I would still request you just to go through these videos maybe once, twice, thrice. Then only you will be able to understand. And if you want to do the same lab, guys, just please follow all these videos, and I bet you will be able to do it exactly the way I am doing it. I'm only using VMware. I'm not using anything else. So that's all easy, guys. That's all doable. You just need to put efforts, right? I request you to please subscribe to my channel, guys. Like my video, please leave comments and forward it to your friends so that they can start learning. This will motivate me, guys. So that's all, guys. With that, I just want to say you best of luck. I just wish you a safe and healthy life. Have a wonderful day, guys. Bye bye.